Hi, my name is David Kline, and today we have Phil Thomas.
Hello.
And Chris Finley.
Morning.
And we are the David Kline Team, and we're going to be talking about home inspections today. This is a home inspection report right here, and this is what a buyer and a seller are going to be reviewing during the contract process. Once a home inspection is complete, this home inspection goes to the buyer and to the real estate agent, and then we look it over and talk about negotiations with the seller. So we're going to get in depth today about the home inspection and what it means to you. So let's get started. So what is a home inspection, and what does it mean to the buyer and the seller of a house? A home inspection is customarily performed by an individual who is licensed by the Texas Real Estate Commission. The inspector will notate deficiencies based on the most current building code standards. It's customarily performed during the option period of a contract, the first 10 days typically, and paid for by the buyer. Other inspections include termite, structural, septic, private well, static pressure test, and a mold inspection. These are all optional inspections typically. Is a home inspection required by the lender or spelled out in the contract? No, about 95% of all home purchases involve a home inspection, but they're not required to complete the sale. There is sometimes confusion that the lender will order a home inspection. The only inspection, if you can call it that, is an appraisal, and the appraiser focuses on the value of the property. If there's a glaring issue, such as major foundation defect, water leaking from the ceiling, or any other item that falls on their checklist, they will report that to the lender, and the lender may require it to be repaired before closing. But this situation is not typical. Let's talk about new home inspections now, and I'm going to pass that on to Phil. Phil?
Thanks, David.
Sure.
So is the inspection process the same with a new home? With a new home, a builder is involved, and we typically use builder contracts versus ours. Customarily, they allow for the builder to order a home inspection, and we present the inspection to the construction manager to review. Generally, the builder will repair all deficiencies reported on a home inspection unless it is not a deficiency that is considered part of their building standard. For instance, most homes in San Antonio are not built with a starter strip on the roof shingles. The inspectors consider this a deficiency, but builders refuse to install a starter strip because it is not part of their building standard. Note that you have several opportunities during the construction process to order various home inspections. The most common phases to perform an inspection are before and after the concrete foundation is poured, after the framing of the house is complete, and a final inspection when the house is nearly 100% complete. Most licensed home inspectors can perform these types of inspections.
Okay, so now we're going to have Chris talk about negotiating repairs on pre-owned homes. Chris?
Thank you, David.
Sure.
Repairs are customarily negotiated during the option period, which is usually a 10-day window immediately after execution of the contract. During this time, inspections are ordered and reviewed by the buyer. The buyer's realtor will then talk with the buyer about requesting repairs. You can expect at least 30 pages on a typical inspection report with photos and a description of the deficiency. Note that every seller is different how they respond to a repair request. Some will repair most of the items on an inspection report, and some will refuse to repair any of the items. Usually, a seller will accommodate the buyer by repairing deficiencies that are either a safety hazard or obvious signs of deferred maintenance. An example would be a loose live electrical wire, which is a shock or fire hazard, or say, wood window trim that is crumbling from decay. Sometimes the seller will counter your repair request with money in lieu of repairs. This can happen when a seller is out of town, where scheduling contractors may be difficult to coordinate. When money is negotiated in lieu of repairs, be aware that the money can only be applied to closing costs paid on your behalf or a dollar-for-dollar reduction in the sales price. The money cannot be given to you directly.
Great. All right. Well, thank you, Chris.
You're welcome.
Well, that wraps up this video. If you have any questions about this video or general questions about real estate, please feel free to contact us. And please share this video with your friends and family. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.